Watch what happens when I turn on this fan. As it speeds up, we can clearly see that from our point of view, it's rotating counterclockwise. However, watch carefully as it reaches full speed. It starts to look like the fan has switched direction. Even though I can't see this effect in person, in this video, it looks like the fan is now rotating clockwise. This is called the wagon wheel effect, named after old movies where it looked like wagon wheels were spinning in reverse. In this video, I'll explain how the wagon wheel effect works and how you can use it for a science project. To explain what's going on, let's use this clock. In this video, you can clearly see that the second hand is moving forward, and it takes 60 seconds to complete one full revolution. However, a video is really just a series of still images. Imagine what would happen if I took a picture of this clock once every 59 seconds, just before the second hand has completed a full revolution, and then stitched those images together to form a video. Here's the result. Since each image is taken just before the second hand has completed a full revolution, when played together as a video, it looks like the second hand is moving backwards. This is exactly what happens with the wagon wheel effect. Your camera shoots video at a certain frame rate, or number of frames per second. Common frame rates include 24, 30, and 60. Depending on the frame rate and the rotational speed of the object, it can look like the object is rotating in reverse, rotating slowly, or if the rotational speed exactly matches the frame rate or an integer multiple of the frame rate, it can even look like it's frozen in place. You can observe this effect using your phone or camera and any continuously rotating object you can find around your house. Fans and power tools work well. In the case of this drill, I've added a piece of tape to the drill bit to make the rotation more visible. Here, we can see an interesting effect that you may have noticed earlier with the fan. Even though there's clearly only one piece of tape on the drill bit, depending on the drill's speed, it can look like there are 2, 3, or more when we play back the video. If we slow the video down, we can see that the tape only appears once in each frame. However, when played back quickly enough, our brain perceives it as multiple pieces of tape. Note that you may need to play with the manual or pro settings on your camera to see this effect well. If you try filming using the automatic settings like you see here, you may get too much motion blur. You can use the manual settings to increase the shutter speed, which decreases the exposure time, resulting in a darker but less blurry video. Now, if you just want to do this experiment for fun, that's all you need, but if you'd like to use it for a more formal science project, you can use a device called a tachometer, which uses a reflected laser to measure the rotational speed of an object. As with any laser pointer, you should follow proper safety procedures and make sure you don't look directly into the laser or aim it at a person. Your tachometer may be able to measure the object directly, but if the object isn't reflective enough, you can apply reflective tape, which usually comes with the tachometer, which will bounce the laser directly back so it can take a measurement. Note that a tachometer usually gives readings in revolutions per minute, or RPM, and your camera's frame rate is in frames per second. To convert revolutions per minute to revolutions per second, you simply divide it by 60. For example, here I have an RPM of about 800, so if I divide that by 60, I get about 13 revolutions per second. For a science project, you can examine how the rotational speed of the object and the frame rate of your camera correspond to the resulting apparent motion. For written instructions for this project, and over 1,000 other fun hands-on science and engineering projects, check out the description of this video or go to our website, www.sciencebuddies.org.